I'm Kendall Halman, and today I'm talking about Old Allies. Old Allies is a light side objective themed after the events of The Force Awakens and the characters from the sequel trilogy. In addition, the deck is able to run the Falcon Junkyard Garbage, a double-sided card that starts on table and can either function as a starship or a vehicle. The activation package includes 2 Jakku locations downloadable with your objective, as well as Naboo Boss Nass chambers uploadable with Wiza Got a Grand Army. Some builds will run a 3rd Jakku location instead of the Boss Nass chambers. Walkling rounds out the activation package. Your other 2 starting effects will be a Brave Resistance, which you can use to trade in characters you don't want for characters that you do want, and Strike Planning, which you will use to upload General Calrissian and General Organa as your first actions of the game. If you draw one of them in your opening hand, upload the other and plan to pitch General Organa to a Brave Resistance for Poe or another key card, and get her back with the second Strike Planning pull next turn. Sometimes you can even use Rey's Used Pile Search to get General Organa back after pitching her, giving you another opportunity to search for a Resistance character the following turn. The basic early game strategy is to get your locations out, flip the objective as quickly as possible, and then be defensive. This isn't a deck where you want to be initiating a lot of battles. You can deploy Rey from reserve deck with Rey's Encampment at a discount, so between that, Strike Planning, a Brave Resistance, and Rebel Leadership, you should be able to get the right characters and be able to flip your objective around turn 2. Something to keep in mind with the Falcon Junkyard Garbage. It starts out landed as a starship and can only flip once per turn. So don't accidentally try to flip it before you have it take off to Jakku, or else you'll be stuck with a vehicle for an extra turn. Also, if there's any chance your opponent might play Zuckuss in Mist Hunter, make sure you've got 7 total ability piloting the Falcon, or you've got the potential of being blown out and getting overflowed in space before you know it. Often this means having Rey move to the Falcon's site and having her and General Calrissian pilot the Falcon, though there are a plethora of other options. The most likely decks to play Zuckuss in Mist Hunter include Carbon Chamber Testing, Court of the Vile Gangster, and Shadow Collective. No need to worry if Darkseid is playing Star Destroyers. This deck cannot play Luke, Hark Seth, or Jedi, but it still has a powerful character package. Your Resistance mains like Solo, General Organa, and Chewie with Bowcaster are generally the best versions of those characters. Other Resistance characters like Rose Tycho, Finn, and Poe can be great for support. If a game stalls out, Rose's once per turn retrieval paired with BB-8's ping damage can add up to create a huge differential. Most of the rest of the characters are rebels who help Captain Hera Syndulla be able to add a battle destiny and can be downloaded by Blue 11. Your space package is fairly sparse and relies on good pilots like Solo, Poe, and Anakin Skywalker Padawan Learner to hold Jakku. But you should be able to hold space in most matchups. Besides the Falcon, this version of the deck, played by Justin Desai at the 2022 NPC, plays a non-unique Corellian Corvette, foil preferred, that Admiral Raddus can find for you, and Leia's Resistance Transport, which downloads a female Resistance character. The rest of the deck is mostly red cards with an emphasis on damage reduction. Menace Fades, Projection with Skywalker, it's a hit and it could be worse. Work with your objective's ability to reduce force strains, and the combination of Rose and BB-8 that I previously mentioned to give you an edge in the damage race. Should your opponent come after you, which they probably will at some point, you've got stacks of versatile characters with meaningful game text, as well as interrupts and the ability to reduce your opponent's battle destiny. That said, you don't have access to big dudes with lightsabers, so fighting can be an uphill battle in a lot of matchups. OA isn't an easy deck to play with. There's nothing I can say in this 5-minute video that will replace playing game after game with the deck. You need to have a plan for every matchup and learn the deck inside and out. But if played right, this is one of those decks that can make your opponent feel like there was nothing they could do to stop you.